I sure will. Good morning, everybody. You're listening to The Voice. Come on, dig me now. One and only Steve Harvey got a radio show. Today is it, everybody. On a real positive note, today is it. Today is the day. You know, when I was in high school, my mother was a Sunday school teacher until she passed. I would walk out the door every morning on my way to school, and my mother used to say, listen to me, son, hey, don't forget, today is the day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. And, I didn't think much of it. It's just my mama being religious, my spiritual woman. So, I just took it as that. But as I've gotten older, man, that's registered more and more with me. Today is the day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. That's pretty cool, man. What better blessing will you get throughout the day than the fact that he allowed you to live and see another day? See, sometimes, man, when you're young, you don't pay no attention to that. But all you got to do is keep living. Keep watching some people that you know not be here anymore. Go to class reunions and they smaller. See people that you really loved that meant a lot to you leave this world. And all of a sudden, man, immortality starts to matter a great deal to you. Some of us learn this lesson sooner than others. But I know when you're young, man, you think you're going to be here for a while. You think you got time to play around. You think you got time to get it together. You got time to make the mistakes. But man, oh man, almost every full-blown adult that I know will tell you and have said these words right here many times. And I want the reason I'm saying this because I want you to hear them because you're going to use them. If I only knew then what I know now. Do you know how many people have said those words right there? Because in time, man, you gain so much wisdom. Oh, but it ain't like nobody didn't tell you, though. Somebody told you back then, hey, man, it's best to buckle down now. He said, hey, man, you better quit wasting time. Hey, look, do your best at all times. Stop worrying about that. I'm telling you, son, in a minute, them clubs ain't going to mean nothing to you. In a minute, that going out all the time ain't going to mean nothing to you. I can't tell you how many times I repeat it to my kids. But, man, today is a different day. Because today is the day that the Lord has made. So he gave you a shot today. If you woke up this morning or if you're finishing your day on your shift, he gave you a new day. Nothing bigger than the fact that he woke you up today. Now, why don't you do something about that? Why don't you take advantage of it? How about if you start today? How about if you stop hesitating today? How about if you stop delaying it today? How about if you stop procrastinating today? How about if you make today the day that you go for it? I mean, man, let's all just decide today. Let's go for it. Let's put forth a maximum effort today. I mean, really, man, what you doing? Look, man, take advantage of this blessing of waking up. Do something today. If you would just start the process, man, start that business you always dreamed of. Go look into that other job you always yearned for. Go get the training you need to get the promotion, man. Go back to school, man. Go see what you need to do to lift yourself to the next level. Stop waking up every day seeing how it's going to go and start waking up and do something about how it goes. If you make one step, he'll make two. But you could, people talk about it all the time. Man, it seems like you always getting a blessing. Oh, man, when you're talking to a person, listen to this. If you're talking to a person and it seems like there's always a blessing coming his way, let me tell you what that person doing. That person is putting one foot in front of the next. That person is putting forth some efforts out there. And that's the only way God can bless you. God can only bless you with your efforts. He can only put his finger on the thing that you are doing or attempting. That's all he can help you with. There are no jobs walking up to your door, knocking on your door. But if you beating the pavement, if you sending in the apps, if you online scouring somewhere to work, somewhere to get a job, then God can touch somebody's heart to hire you. But if you sitting at the house every day smoking, every day drinking, but you wondered why you just can't get a job the couple times you done went out there, if you ain't got a job, you got to go get one every day. You got to go look for one every single day. You can't take no days off. How about today? How about today if we decide today is the day that we're going to make the move? Today is the day that we stop delaying, hesitating, procrastinating. Today is the day that we take a step in a direction to do something for ourselves, for our lives, for our family, for our wives, for our children, for our community, for our school. Do something today. For crying out loud, man. Stop sitting in your own life in just a stew of misery in your own life. I'm going to tell you something. If you are in a state of confusion, if you are troubling, if you're stuck on what to do next, you want me to tell you what's happening? You're not doing enough. That's what it is, man. See, when I get in a place, man, where I don't know what the next move is, it's because I done usually stalled out. See, this is the way God works. This is the way he's worked for me. Every time I'm busy and I'm about the business of always trying to live my creed, which is ABC. My motto is ABC, always be closing. I'm always working on something to close something. When you're so busy with the business of improving yourself and doing with yourself and becoming the best you can be, God is always working on your behalf behind some scene of something that you're in the process of attempting to close. But because you're not doing all you can do, you're limiting you are, because of your decision not to give your all in all. You're limiting the opportunities for God to put his finger on things and touch them on your behalf. I don't know if the average person really understands or knows what it takes to truly be successful on whatever level you're talking about. But whatever that level is, I don't care what dollar amount you've got attached to it, what level you got. If you have made the decision that you're going to be successful, I think that a lot of people, the average person, does not know what that means. Whatever level you've decided to be successful on, see, that's your level of faith. That's where you see your life at. Well, guess what? You got to maximize your efforts to even get to that level. So listen to me. If you want to be successful at your church, if you want to be successful in your relationship, if you want to be successful down at the daycare center, if you want to be successful at your college, if you want to be successful on your job, guess what? It's going to take all you got in that world to become a success. I don't know why people think that if you don't want to be where somebody else at, you ain't got to put forth that effort. No, I ain't wrong. You've got to put forth your maximum effort at whatever role you trying to accomplish. Lord have mercy, man. How about today, though, y'all? How about today? Today is a good one. Let's make today the day. Let's get out of that. Let's get on with it. Stop hesitating. Stop delaying. Stop procrastinating. Start today. Watch God have something to put his finger on there. And that's all you're trying to do, man. To line yourself up with God's grace, you got to put out a lot of effort so God can put his finger on something. You feel me today? I sure hope you do, because I'm on one today. Let's go.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Hi, I'm David Eagleman. I have a new podcast called Inner Cosmos on iHeart. I'm a neuroscientist and an author at Stanford University, and I've spent my career exploring the 3-pound universe in our heads. On my new podcast, I'm going to explore the relationship between our brains and our experiences by tackling unusual questions so we can better understand our lives and our realities. Like, does time really run in slow motion when you're in a car accident? Or can we create new senses for humans? Or what does dreaming have to do with the rotation of the planet? So join me weekly to uncover how your brain steers your behavior, your perception, and your reality. Listen to Inner Cosmos with David Eagleman on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is it. The Steve Harvey Morning Show is here. I've got sunshine on a cloudy day. When it's cold outside, I got the month of May. Well, I guess you say, what can make me feel this way? My girl. I'm talking about my girl. My girl. Temptations. Don't really remember the year, but I was young. Those songs have stood the test of time. I strongly suggest that this new generation start writing songs that they'll be able to memorize and hum along and feel good about it when you're in your latter years. Move B, get out the way, get out the way, get out the way. Move B, get out the way will not mean the same thing to you in your latter years as it does now. I can assure you that, because you will be sitting next to your wife and some daughters, and humming it ain't gonna sound right. Let's get back to real lyrics before it's too late. There is a generation who is already too late. I suggest the new generation, the X-Gen, whatever they are, Tasha, Carla's daughter size. Y'all got to get back to it. Thank you. That is a public service announcement from those of us who care about the music we listen to. Ladies and gentlemen, today is the Steve Harvey Morning Show, and this is how we do it. Ladies and gentlemen, Shirley Strawberry, Carla Farrell, the mouth of the South, Mississippi, Monica, Junior, Kill Spates, and the legend that is Nephew Tommy. Yeah. Well, Junior, what's going on today?
Can I tell you something? This is safe space.
Yeah, hell yeah, safe space.
Okay, I just need to know safe space because I want to tell you something. No, it's not bad. I just want to tell you that, dog. I really enjoy being married. And if you're not married, you should work on it. Let me tell you something. I got a bill in the mail, and she was so more concerned than I was, and it was in my name. She actually paid it for me because she didn't like the stress I was under. That's a partner. I've never had that before. I said, I'll be damned. I can't believe. She said, what? Give it. What? I'm doing this right now. You go take care of yourself and you go relax. That's when I knew that I have a partner. This is something that everybody need to experience. And I just want to tell everybody, I'm proud that I have a wife. Not a girlfriend. I got a wife that cares. Because it's scary. I don't know if she's going to do it twice, Shirley. She did it one time. But damn it mean the most. I'm talking about it wasn't my money, it was hers. Out of her own account to pay for something for me. Yes,
I'm so happy you're looking at that way, and you should look at that way. But let me bring you up to speed as to what's really going on.
What happened?
She paying your bills to keep your credit straight so she can use it to buy more stuff.
Ta-da!
And you think this?
That's a beautiful, yeah, because y'all partners.
We getting furniture next weekend. I swear to God.
Yeah, well.
All right.
Y'all gonna file a joint in a few months. You'll see why.
What?
You're gonna learn today, Junior. Yes, you are. Coming up at 32 minutes after the hour. We got some church complaints from Reverend Motown and Deacon Def Jam right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
It is Monday, so you know what that means. It is time now for church complaints from Reverend Motown and Deacon Def Jam. Here we go.
Yeah. We gather most fodiciously. And we remicate for the times that we are assisting in this arbitrary thing called life.
Assisting.
We are now partifulating that the momentaryism of gaptology will begin to teach us the mineralization of constipation.
Wait.
Stay with me now.
Okay.
Come on, Deacon.
I'm
unmillify yourself.
Yeah.
And let him use you.
Let him use you. All right. All right, Pastor, we got an issue. 10 of the church members went down there to Golden Corral after church on Sunday. They are still in there trying to split the check 10 different ways. Now, Sister Earlene says she's not paying for nobody else's food. Should we go down there and take care of this? They didn't spend the night in Golden Corral. I don't know what to do with this.
I have told them to stop going down there with Brother Rashawn. Because that is his favorite place.
Yeah.
And he insists on splitting checks. Why he would invite everyone and then do that to him is but we do this every year.
Yeah.
Every year with him. They got the best bread. Well, they don't have the best bread. Damn it, Olive Garden got the best bread.
All right. That's
in second place is Red Lobster with that cheese bread.
in that biscuit. Good God Almighty. Yes, no.
And third place is Shoney's with that Texas toast.
Are they still open?
You know your bread. You know your bread.
Yes, sir. I'm trying to tell you now.
Now you touch me right there.
And one of my all-time favorite sandwiches, Denny's.
Lord have mercy.
Moons over my hammy.
Delicious.
Lord, take me back, dear Lord, to a place that I once knew. Oh, hallelujah.
All right, Pastor, we got an issue here. We need to have a receding hairline meeting with a few of these gentlemen. We got 3 of them that's out of control. Now, Brother Sherman has one cornrow that goes from the center of his head back to the back of his head. Brother Cornelius just got some curls around the side. And last but not least, Brother Junior keep wearing hats in the sanctuary. You're going to have to talk to these 3 pastors.
Wait a minute.
He just keep wearing hats.
You know, I'm glad you brought that up because we had talked to all these people, including Brother Kier. As a matter of fact, I had asked Brother Kier for one of the hats. The hat was such an attractive hat.
Yeah.
And he said he sent it to me, but I've noticed on Zoom he's not wearing it anymore. And I'm starting to think he may have sent me his hat.
Yeah, well, you'll know it's going to be dry in the front. It's going to have oil in the back because that's where it's at.
That's how you gonna know, Deacon.
Are you saying, Deacon, that there will be no sweat on the sweatband? Only in the back area.
Completely dry in the front, Pastor. Just straight oil in the back. I'm telling you.
Yeah, but his hair all starts, though, at the button at the top of the hat.
That's right.
Oh, you know, oh, Lord. Oh,
all right,
Lord.
Pastor. Moving right along here. We got an issue here. Some folks need our help. Now, Sister Reva Bailey and Brother Norris Bailey. Now, they bought a double-wide trailer home. And as you know, when they deliver these homes, they bring them in halves. And then they put them together when it all get on the property. Well, they brought the first half on a truck. The second half was in an accident and got completely total. So now they don't have no kitchen and no living room. The house is wide open. They need food and they need plastic so they can cover up because it's just water raining right on in there. I don't know what to do. They got half a double wide, Pastor.
Yeah, I don't know what to do either. I don't,
They need a tarp. What is that?
Yeah, they gonna need some, they can either, tarp or we can collect all the cleaning bags from the dry cleaners at the church and duct tape them together and give them a slight relief for that. Or we can have Brother Raynard and them pull they have under a tree.
What?
And that'll provide some shelter at least.
Some shade, yeah.
Yeah, might have to do that. Or you can use Brother Big Boy's pit bulls and just tie them up outside the open half of the house and keep everybody out that's coming in to steal.
Big Boy from Outcast?
You know, he has pit bulls.
Yeah.
And oh, by the way, Big Boy has a wonderful celebrity trailer business down in Hotlanta. You might want to call him. I'll be using some of his this weekend for the revivals.
All right. Okay.
Before we go, we don't normally close complaints out this way, but wanted to say to Brother Junior.
Yes, I knew it.
Deacon and I have been discussing this, and well, there's 3 of us on the show, and we voted 2-1 that it's time for you to come on and walk to the light side.
Yeah.
All right.
Dry in the front, grease in the back.
These Doc River haircuts ain't working.
That's church complaints coming up next.
Past Doc Rivers.
It is Ask the CLO, our Chief Love Officer, Steve Harvey, in the building.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Coming up at the top of the hour in entertainment news, legendary athlete, actor, and activist Jim Brown passed away at the age of 87. Beyonce and Jay-Z, in other news, made history in California for buying the most expensive house. And Tiffany Haddish had her first She Ready star-studded gala. Rapper Ludacris gets a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. And we'll talk about all of these stories at the top of the hour. But right now, it is time to ask the CLO. Our Chief Love Officer, Steve Harvey, is in the building. And Pat in Fort Lauderdale writes, I've been cooking for my man, but he's rude and loads his food up with salt, pepper, and hot sauce before he eats any of it. He has said that he's serious about having good home-cooked meals. So why wouldn't he just say that he hates my cooking?
Well, he ain't got to say it.
His actions.
I mean, he trying to spread. See, here we go. I have told y'all to maintain a relationship that lying is necessary. Now, he don't want to hurt your feelings, so he just loaded up with salt, pepper, and hot sauce. That's all. He trying not to hurt his wife's feelings. Why don't you go somewhere and learn how to cook? Shirley. Instead of putting this, is her name Shirley?
You know it is not. Her name is Pat. Leave me out of it.
Well, Shirley
I
Pat.
can cook.
Oh, that's not true. that you just said is just a bold-faced lie.
Well, back to Pat in Fort Lauderdale.
Well, or back to you. But either way, I'm just saying, no, don't worry about that. It's not that way. So just, it is what it is. You can't cook, baby. And he's not going to tell you and hurt your feelings, so he just mask it and go on and eat it. Because you ain't getting better, you getting worse. You keep putting the same thing on this man's plate.
He doesn't even taste it before he loads it up.
He had it. Shirley, he done had it. Ain't like she got no new recipes. He said, oh, hell, here come the ham. Okay.
So she's just cooking the same thing over and over.
Oh, hell, here come them beans. He already know. It ain't but 5 food groups. She done messed up all of them.
So she should take cooking classes. Is that your advice?
Oh, come on.
For her,
she got to do something. Get a recipe book. Get you a cookbook and follow the recipe.
Okay. All right. There
ain't
you go.
Ain't no shame in that.
Markel
Shirley, Pat.
Pat in Fort Lauderdale.
Shirley Pat.
Markel in Ladera says, my wife let her 32-year-old niece stay with us for a few weeks. Whenever my wife is gone, her niece comes on real strong to me, even grabbing my you-know-what, and making comments about its nice size. I do not want to be alone with this lady anymore. Should I avoid her or tell my wife she's got to go?
Oh, Uncle Jay. Tell your wife she got to go. I'm telling you, Monday. She's a little horrible ass looking niece. I can tell you that.
She's horrible.
Horrible.
Okay.
Because he didn't even mention, he's got this very attractive niece. Men always put that in the letter. She's coming on to me. No. Now, little Biggie Smalls is living with him.
What?
I just want to tell you how I check of you. I just look at your junk. I want to put my hands on. Yeah, okay.
What is it?
Tell your wife, dog. Get out. I'm telling you right now. That's what's going on. Tell your wife, dog. Get out.
Say something.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Shasta in Tempe says, I was having an affair with my coworker at his house, and his 4-year-old son woke up and caught us. His son knows me well because he has play dates with my son. Do you think this little boy will say anything to his mom? What do we do?
Hell yeah.
What?
Hell yeah. So all y'all got play dates now, huh? Oh, okay. So just tell him that you and the daddy was having a play date.
What is the little boy going to say, though, to his mom?
Mama, Daddy and Nicholas' mama was in their room having a play date. It's going to be over, dog. He going to tell it because he don't know he ain't supposed to.
That's right.
And you cannot go up to him and go, hey, son, listen to me. Don't tell nobody what you saw. You cannot do that. You cannot put that on a 4-year-old. You cannot.
Ooh,
yeah.
She's trifling. She in that man's house.
Yeah, in his house.
Oh, she way trifling. And he's stupid. No, and he's stupid. What these men that have these affairs in their house, man, first of all,
how?
If you gonna have an affair, man, do you know that there's a thing called there's honor amongst thieves? There are certain things thieves and criminals don't do. Criminals don't do stuff to women, and criminals don't do stuff to children. When you go to prison for violating a woman or a child, you've broken the conduct code of being a criminal. When you are in a relationship, if you are going to criminalize your relationship, do not do it in your own house. Man, take that stuff somewhere else. Damn, dog. So I got that you gonna have the affair, but in your wife's house, in her bed, man, dog, come on.
Well, her child
get
is
killed.
Oh, come on, man.
Yeah.
That's how people die. It's like that.
Yeah, they're really taking a chance. All right, last one, Steve. This is from Chick in Potomac. Chick writes, I have been dating a much older man for a full year, and I haven't met any of his close friends or his family. I live with him now, and I wanted to plan a cookout and have them over to the house. He said no. Is he ashamed of our age difference?
I'm not really sure, but
what is it?
Maybe his ex is still cool with everybody, or maybe his ex made a lot of friendships in the family and stuff like that. It could be that. No. They may not even know you stay there yet.
Oh.
I don't think you really know how you got in this relationship. But obviously, he's free enough where you can live with him.
Yeah.
But,
He's a much older man, she said. Much older.
Yeah.
And her name is Chick.
Oh, yeah. See, he don't want nobody's opinion. That's what they want.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. No judgment.
Okay. He don't want nobody's opinion.
So the Memorial Day barbecue is not happening.
It's over.
No, that ain't happening because that's like in a week.
No.
She bought all that barbecue and all them beans and stuff, all of that, potato salad.
Yeah, put them in the freezer, baby.
Hope for the 4th.
Yeah, put them in the freezer. You done killed two holidays with one shopping list. You better go.
Yeah.
You better go.
All right. All right. Thank you, CLO. Coming up at the top of the hour, we'll have some entertainment news for you right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Hi, I'm David Eagleman. I have a new podcast called Inner Cosmos on iHeart. I'm a neuroscientist and an author at Stanford University, and I've spent my career exploring the 3-pound universe in our heads. On my new podcast, I'm going to explore the relationship between our brains and our experiences by tackling unusual questions so we can better understand our lives and our realities. Like, does time really run in slow motion when you're in a car accident? Or can we create new senses for humans? Or what does dreaming have to do with the rotation of the planet? So join me weekly to uncover how your brain steers your behavior, your perception, and your reality. Listen to Inner Cosmos with David Eagleman on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Last season, millions tuned into the Betrayal podcast to hear a shocking story of deception. I'm Andrea Gunning, and now we're sharing an all-new story of betrayal. Ashley Litton was helping her husband set up a business Venmo account when she discovered a terrible secret.
I scrolled down, and that's when I saw a hidden folder, and I opened it. What the hell did I just see? I was scared that he was coming home.
What Ashley discovered that day was a secret so dark, she feared for her life.
She was like, oh my God, I got to get out of the house. He's going to find out that I've seen this. He's going to come kill me.
Listen to season 2 of Betrayal on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Jim Brown, retired athlete, actor, and prominent activist, has died. Jim Brown was 87 years old. His wife, Monique, confirmed his death on Instagram Friday with this caption, quote, "To the world, he was an activist, actor, and football star. To our family, he was a loving and wonderful husband, father, and grandfather. Our hearts are broken." Jim Brown will forever be remembered as one of the greatest football players with the Cleveland Browns from 1957 until 1965.
True legend. That's a legend now, man. Hey, man, he gave us the only championship we've ever had. 1964 against the Baltimore Colts. I was 7 years old, sitting against the refrigerator that we had in our dining room, watching Jim Brown on a 13-inch TV. Come on, boy.
Wow.
Whipped the Baltimore Colts, and after that, I was hooked. I was a football fan. We ain't won since.
Wow.
Until LeBron came back. I've been to Jim Brown's house in L.A. I've sat with him on panels before. He done sent me jerseys. I got Jim Brown jerseys at my house. He was just a good dude, man, an activist. He been fighting for black folks since he got in the league, man. Not only was he one of the greatest running backs of all time, but this dude right here was a hell of a man when it came to black folks. He fought for black people.
He's a good actor, too. He put some movies on. Jim put some movies on.
Yep.
Man.
Yep.
R.I.P.
Our condolences. Yep.
Mr.
Our
Jim
condolences
Brown.
to the Brown family. Yeah. Switching gears now and moving on to comedian and actress Tiffany Haddish. Tiffany had her first ever star-studded, hugely successful She Ready Gala in downtown L.A. on Friday night. Proceeds from the gala will benefit her She Ready Foundation, which she created to help foster children. Tons of celebrities were in attendance, from Paris Hilton as the DJ to Snoop Dogg, and Mario, the singer Mario, performed. The gala was raised over $200,000, had a big prom theme, so guests took prom pictures and drank spiked punch, just like at a real prom.
That's cute.
Yes.
Yeah.
Good
Giving
for
back
her. Yeah.
And for supporting celebrities. That's cool. That's a wonderful cause. She ready.
And Jay-Z and Beyonce have purchased the most expensive home in California state history. This is according to TMZ. The Carters now own a 30,000 square foot home located in Malibu. It overlooks Paradise Cove. Guess how much it costs? Just take a wild guess.
The other house already was 80.
$200 million.
I'm going to pass on that.
No, you what you mean you gonna pass?
No, you wouldn't. You ain't gonna pass on it. What you gonna do with it?
We need to stop talking about this story for my wife here.
And then what?
Yeah.
I bet that thing, Lord, I bet that thing nasty. Man, I can't believe they moving out that crib though. Wow.
Yep. 30,000 square feet.
But the profit they gonna make on the house they move out of. Somebody gonna have a chance to buy Beyonce and Jay-Z's house.
Oh, wow.
Because the house they got now was 80.
Okay, so
why you holding your head, Steve?
I know. Steve, if you could afford it, would you purchase a house for $200 million?
Hell yeah.
Why would you do it?
Hell yeah. What you mean, why would you do it? Why would you not? See, listen, man. See, here's what people keep saying. I would never do that. You would never do that based on your line of thinking now. But what are you going to do with, they're worth billions. What are they going to do with the money if they don't spend it?
Yeah. Yeah.
What you gonna leave it all behind? What you gonna say? And then y'all need to stop all that. Well, they could do so much more for other people. Wait a minute, hold up.
They do.
They do a lot. They do a lot for other people.
Yes, they
because
do.
I get that thrown my way a lot of time. You gonna spend your money on all them clothes. You could be feeding some people. I do feed people.
Yes, you do.
Yes, you do.
But I can't feed them all my money.
Right.
Come on now. Y'all got to pay taxes, but you don't want to pay all your money in taxes.
Right.
No.
So, man, let's get out of break. I learned a long time ago to stop saying what I would never do because I made promises about price. I saw a pair of shoes one time and the guy told me that the shoes was $5,000. And I said, what? No, I go one better than that. Habib, that owned Silhouettes in Dallas in 1990, gave me a pair of $750 Maury shoes as a gift. I couldn't believe it. I said, bruh, I don't care what I make. I'd never spend $750. He was Nigerian. He said, I am investing in you now. Because you are not only going to buy one pair, you are going to buy many pair. I said, Habib, I would never pay $750 for a shoe.
Really?
Boy,
I
started making some money. While I was up in there, I was on that wall like I was in the candy store. Give me that one in green, yellow, two-tone. And I ended up paying $750 for a shoe. I said I would never spend. I saw a shoe for $5,000 one time. I never spend $5,000 on a shoe. What you gonna do with the money then? What?
I get it.
Hell yeah, if I had the money, I'm buying a $200 million house.
Get busy living.
I buy a $200 million house right now. Woo! Boy, I'm in a real situation now. $200 million, I'm in a full-blown situation. I can create a real problem for my old ass.
All right, coming up at 20 minutes after the hour, the fallout from Ja Morant continues as Nike has pulled his sneakers from its website. We'll get into it right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Well, now in the second case of Memphis Grizzlies point guard Ja Morant allegedly holding a gun on video, his fall from stardom continues now. As of last Thursday, Ja Morant's Ja 1 sneakers are no longer available on Nike's website or Finish Line's website. Morant's Ja 1 sneakers were released in April, just a month after he was seen holding a gun in a previous social media video in a Denver strip club. Nike stood by Morant after his first firearm incident because he stepped away from the team for a while to, quote, take care of his emotional well-being. Well, Nike has yet to comment publicly on Morant's second and latest incident involving a gun. According to bloggers, Morant's new Hunger Ja 1 sneakers that were expected to be released this Thursday, May 25th, were listed on both Nike and Finish Line sites for weeks, but as of Thursday, these new Hunger Ja 1s have been removed from online sneaker sites. Wow.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Plot thickens, huh? Now we losing stuff.
And this is not a mental illness issue. And stop doing that because it's a lot of 23-year-olds that don't brandish guns. He's brandishing a gun repeatedly after being forewarned and suspended, and then to do it again.
Yeah.
Yo, stop all this. That's his second rights amendment. Stop all that. The NBA doesn't have any gun laws. Stop all that. Ja Morant is not a white Republican man.
Oh.
Stop.
What is he? What is say what he is?
He is a young black man growing up in a hypocritical society. So you have to make the necessary adjustments. We have.
Yeah, we have.
We made the adjustments.
So many.
Make the adjustments, man. This little being a coddled athlete your entire life, those days are done.
Yeah.
You are now responsible for all of your actions, and they come with consequences. And I'm sorry, man. This is for all young people listening. The older you get, life does not get easier. It gets harder. You're just supposed to get better at dealing with it. But if you can't learn from losing 8 days of pay, and I'm talking about real good pay.
Big money.
Suspended, humiliated, and you within 60 days do it again, then you got to learn the lesson over again. And this time the consequences will be more severe. And now we're at the hundreds of millions of dollars now. Because once Nike drop you, the NBA going to suspend him. The Grizzlies have already suspended him. But when the NBA suspend you, it's going to be games without pay.
And we talking $390,000.
See how many
$390,000 a game.
I hope he can bounce back out there.
Yeah.
And really.
He's got to learn his lesson, though. He's got to learn.
And not make the same mistakes twice.
Yeah. Coming up at 34 minutes after the hour. Oh, she's here. Sister Odell will be joining us right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, she is here. Sister Odell is in the building.
This was just hold a note day. You know, just to let you know I still got it, you know?
Yes, you do. Mm-hmm.
Girl, I've been singing in the holy choir for just school. Woo. I believe now I've been in the choir now about 88 years now.
What?
Whoa, yeah, this will be my 90th year in a little bit.
Wow.
Happy anniversary.
90 years singing gospel.
Wow, you've seen a lot of things, I'm sure.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, seen some things. Girl, I wrote some hits.
Oh, you wrote hits? Like what?
I was in the room with them when they came up with Down by the Riverside.
Okay.
Wow, 90 years, I guess so, yeah. Well, good morning,
my
Sister
brother.
Odell.
You know, I got a brother, Cleefus. Cleefus wrote Swing Low.
Oh, did he?
Sweet Cherry.
Oh, Sweet
Coming folk to carry me home. My brother Cleefus wrote that. He older than me. He passed away now.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
He got hit by a truck.
Okay.
Too
much information.
Okay, Sister Odell.
He was doing a reenactment of the chariot races and horse drug him out in the middle of the street and a Mack truck came and just wiped him right on out. Lord Jesus.
He was doing a reenactment.
All right, I did.
Guess that chariot wasn't low enough quite.
Sister Odell, I did want to ask you something before we run out of time, though.
What?
You know, there's a new dating show for seniors now. Have you heard about it? The Golden Bachelor. And the producers are trying to reach out to you. They think you'd be great on the show. And it's about, seniors that are like 50 and over that want to date.
Oh, I ain't see the procedure. Ain't no need to bring. I ain't having no trouble getting no man.
Tell him.
Oh, man, drop that knowledge.
I didn't let my husband. Oh,
yeah.
Get a man.
Yeah, you had a lot of.
I get a man. I can pull him in. I reins him in, because I got something to offer.
What's your secret?
First of all, I can cook.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
I can cook anything, wait to a man's heart and through his stomach, I can cook.
What's your specialty,
I think that's overrated.
Sis Odell? When you cook? Just anything. Food. Food. Excuse me. Okay.
Okay, go ahead.
It ain't nothing I can't cook, Carly.
All right, Sister Odell. Yes, ma'am.
Ask me something. They ask me something. Like what?
Lobster mac and cheese.
Lobster mac and cheese. I use 4 different cheeses.
Oh.
I use cheddar.
Yes, ma'am.
I use a little mustard because it's mild. Then I use white cheddar.
Okay.
And then I come in with some mozzarella to calm it down.
Okay. What kind of cheese is it?
Mozzarella.
That's what you put on pizza, right?
No, that's what the Italians use.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I learned that, that's from my other husband's side of the family.
Okay.
Delicious.
And then all that in there, and then I cut up chunk of lobster. And I don't use that lobster that you buy in the bag either. I use real lobster.
Artificial.
Put it all in there, girl, that whips it up, and then, woo, Lord, I can cook. Food is my specialty.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. All right. So maybe you can consult the show, Golden Bachelor. Maybe you can.
No, I don't want to be around them because I don't like old heifers that act desperate.
Act what? I'm through. I gotta leave the show.
desperate. I'm here begging somebody to date. I ain't got to beg nobody to date me. One look at me and one look is all it took. Sweetie.
Usually older men, Sister Odell, like younger women, though. Do you like younger men?
Well, most of my men is going to be younger. It's very few men can get up here this age here.
Cougar. You're a cougar, Sister Odell.
Yeah.
Huh?
Well, I got to be a cougar because, if a man this old, I got to take care of him. And I'm not fitting to wash it now.
That's right. Coming up next, the nephew with today's prank phone call right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Coming up at about 4 minutes after the hour, it's my strawberry letter for today, and the subject is my marriage or my pleasure. We'll get into that, find out what that's all about in just a few, because right now the nephew is here with today's prank phone call. What you got for us, Neff?
Well, it's summertime is here. It's time to get outside, get in the pool, flop around. And across this country, it's going to happen in every single pool. Somebody's going to do it. The title is Your Son Peed in the Pool.
Oh,
Your son peed in the pool. You don't think it's going to happen? Trust me. It's happened at your very own pool, Carl, and you don't even know it, but it's happened at your
yes,
pool.
we would know now.
It's going to happen at this one because it's probably going to be me.
You
gonna pee in your own pool?
June, you got a pool already?
You ain't never did this. We got one in the neighborhood, but I'm just saying, you ain't never did this.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, when I was younger,
that's my point.
I didn't went in the ocean. I didn't went in people's pool.
Ocean.
Oh, yeah.
Ocean.
Oh, the ocean for sure.
Everybody
I'm not walking all the way back up to that resort to get to that.
Right, the ocean, everybody has done that.
Oh, no, we going in the ocean. We walk away all the way out to sand, all the way
I
back
done got
up
off
to
my
here.
lounge chair, walked in the ocean, took pee.
You didn't want to go up to your room?
Stood right there. I didn't even get waist deep.
And you had a cabana right there.
Yeah. No, wasn't no water on my stomach or nothing.
Yeah, you in there. Your son peed in the pool. Let's go, cat dog.
Hello?
Hello, I'm trying to reach. Can you hear me?
Yes.
I'm trying to reach Anastasia.
This is she.
How you doing, man? Listen, I'm Glenn, the lifeguard over here at the pool, here in the apartment complex.
Yes, sir.
Do you have a son named?
Yes, sir. Is everything all right?
Yeah, everything is fine. I mean, a quick question, ma'am. We got a situation here with.
What's going on?
We're not going to be allowed to let him swim here at the pool in the complex anymore.
What?
We got
what you mean?
Your son. I mean, he swims here pretty much every other day. You know, I'm always here seeing him swim. But it seems like is we've been trying to figure out who it is. Your son keep peeing in the pool.
Man, my son ain't peeing in no pool.
Ma'am, I don't want to get into it with you. Your son is. We finally narrowed it down. Your son is the one that's peeing in the pool every day, and it's really a bad thing. We can't continue to keep letting him come over here. We got to ban him from the pool.
My son don't pee in no pool. We ain't nasty like that. Did you check the to be in the pool? Why the you gonna say it's my son in the pool?
Well, your son is the one that be making faces and stuff, and I know that's what he's doing. He in there peeing. Your son is the one that's peeing in the pool.
You making faces?
He be making faces, so I know he in there peeing.
What that got to do with a? He can be making faces because pool cold or something. What the hell you gonna say he's in the pool because he making faces?
Ma'am, I'm not gonna go back.
You're not laughing like that. I teach my kids better than that. He ain't in no pool.
Hey, lady, I'm not gonna. All I'm saying is he can't come over here and swim anymore. He's banned from the pool until we rectify this problem. Now,
as long as I'm paying my when he gonna be in that pool, and we don't in no pool, when he gonna be down there tomorrow. Matter of fact, I'm bringing all my kids to the pool.
No,
we don't all in that.
Ma'am, I'm not finna sit here and go back and forth with you. All I'm trying to tell you is this right here. Your son has been peeing in the pool. My boss wants me to ban him. If he's not the one, then we will allow him to come back later. But right now, we're singling people out, and your son, it just seems like he's the one that's doing it.
What you say your name was?
My name is Glenn. I'm Glenn the lifeguard. That's who I am.
Now, what's your real name? Glenn what? Because the that I'm supposed to be calling me. You ain't got no business calling my phone talking about my son fool.
I'm not at liberty to give my last. I'm not at liberty to give my last name. The bottom line is we can't have your son in the phone. What?
But you at liberty to call my phone, but you can't give me your whole name.
Okay, listen, all I'm supposed to do is call you and let you know that we banning your son from getting in the pool.
I don't give a what you talking about. You can't ban my son from playing the lifeguard. Get a real job, a summer job. Do you got a job at all calling my phone? You silly. You know what? You ain't got and you can't stop nobody from coming to pool, and we gonna be down there tomorrow again. And if we did in the pool, do your job and clean that out.
Man, let me say this to you. If your son comes to the pool tomorrow and get in the pool, I'm snatching your son out of the pool.
I wish you would. I wish you would. You don't need a lifeguard. You snatch my son out of the pool. I wish you would. What time the pool open at 10 o'clock? We gonna be there at 9:30. You got me up. Come out, you gonna snatch my son out of the pool. You done lost your mind. Somebody be in the pool. You done lost your mind.
Hey, lady, the problem is your son has been singled out. All the other kids are pointing at and saying he's the one that's doing it. Your son is the one that's peeing.
Whatever.
He's peeing.
Whatever.
Okay. For right now, all I'm asking you is keep your son away from the pool for the next 2 weeks. If we found out that it's not him, we'll allow him to come back, okay?
Hey, he ain't staying away from the pool for 2 weeks, and if he do, he gonna come back and do some more pool. I'm gonna take him the whole 2 weeks worth of and go back to that talking about my son in the pool. You can tell by his face. You said, what your boss said? How the you supposed to be watching for life? You watch in the pool. You done lost your mind. You must not know who the you talking to. I will be down there tomorrow. Me and I'll find my kids, and they don't get in the pool too. No,
you're not bringing all them kids over there, getting them in the pool. Let me tell you something. Don't you bring them kids over there and bring them in the pool. No, none of your children.
I don't give a what you say. You don't run. You a lifeguard. Get real.
Listen, lady, I'm not going to continue to go back and forth. I got one more thing I need to say to you, and I'm done, okay? One more thing, and I'm done.
You ain't got to say to me.
I do have one thing I do need to say to you.
What the you got to say to me?
I need to say this. This is Nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. You just got pranked from your homeboy.
You...
Hello?
I'm a kid. Look at man, look at us. Nephew Tommy, man, you about to get this life going. Look at this fool. Y'all play too much. Y'all know y'all play too much. Don't raise my blood pressure for nothing. I'm walking toward the pool now.
I thought you was coming to the pool tomorrow.
I was coming to the office today. And they still was opening the 5 o'clock office to tell me y'all done call my files about my son in the pool. I was gonna come now.
Take care of them kids, baby. I got one more thing I got to ask you. What is the baddest radio show in the land?
The Steve Harvey Morning Show, baby. The Steve Harvey Morning Show.
And there you have it. Your son peed in the pool, okay? Your son peed in the pool.
Whatever.
What, Steve?
Whatever.
Pool, ocean, whatever.
Gotta go. I'm
talking about there's no way in hell, like Tommy said, I'm not finna walk back up to this river.
Way back up there. By the time I get back, I got to go again.
He wasn't even waist deep.
Right.
No.
So we can see you. Part. We see you doing it.
Hey. Put both hands on my hip and turn around and face the beach goers.
We don't want that visual, sir.
Sunglasses on, be standing there. Don't even be waist deep. Just as long as
cigar
cigar ain't wet, nothing.
What's Steve out there doing?
Look,
why is he looking up to the heavens?
All right. Thank you, nephew. Coming up next, Strawberry Letter.
Be looking at people, be speaking to people, too.
How you doing? Hey.
Have a nice day. I'm Steve Harvey. I'll take a picture with you. Hold on. Give me a minute.
I'm
doing something.
Oh, that's where you'll take selfies with people? Okay. Coming up next, Strawberry Letter. Subject, my marriage or my pleasure. Right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Hi, I'm David Eagleman. I have a new podcast called Inner Cosmos on iHeart. I'm a neuroscientist and an author at Stanford University, and I've spent my career exploring the 3-pound universe in our heads. On my new podcast, I'm going to explore the relationship between our brains and our experiences by tackling unusual questions so we can better understand our lives and our realities. Like, does time really run in slow motion when you're in a car accident? Or can we create new senses for humans? Or what does dreaming have to do with the rotation of the planet? So join me weekly to uncover how your brain steers your behavior, your perception, and your reality. Listen to Inner Cosmos with David Eagleman on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Last season, millions tuned into the Betrayal podcast to hear a shocking story of deception. I'm Andrea Gunning, and now we're sharing an all-new story of betrayal. Ashley Litton was helping her husband set up a business Venmo account when she discovered a terrible secret.
I scrolled down, and that's when I saw a hidden folder, and I opened it. What the hell did I just see? I was scared that he was coming home.
What Ashley discovered that day was a secret so dark, she feared for her life.
She was like, oh my God, I got to get out of the house. He's going to find out that I've seen this. He's going to come kill me.
Listen to Season 2 of Betrayal on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
It is time now for today's Strawberry Letter. And if you need advice on relationships, work, sex, parenting, and more, please submit your Strawberry Letter to steveharveyfm.com. All you have to do is click Submit Strawberry Letter, and we could be reading your letter live on the air, just like we're going to read this one right here, right now. You never know. It could be yours.
Could be yours. Buckle up and hold on tight. We got it for you. Here it is. Strawberry Letter.
Thank you, nephew. Subject, my marriage or my pleasure. Dear Steve and Shirley, I've been married almost 20 years, and my husband has put me in a difficult position. When we first got together, we were swingers for a few years. We only did it when we were on vacation, and it was only with the couples we traveled with. We used to have an occasional threesome, so my husband would be happy. He would not let me bring another man into the threesome, so he let me go have sex with an old friend of mine a few times over the years. But lately, my husband doesn't want to have sex at all. He said he's had enough wild sexual experiences to last a lifetime. It's not a medical thing because his stuff is still working properly. It's been 8 months since he's touched me, and on top of that, he's changed the rules of our marriage. He told me that if he suspects I'm hooking up with my guy on the side, he will leave me. I do not like ultimatums, so I told him that I need to be pleasured, and since he's changed his outlook on intimacy, I have to handle business elsewhere. 2 days ago, after work, I went to meet my side guy for drinks. We planned to have sex after drinks, so we started fooling around at the bar. I couldn't wait to give him a nice long kiss. As we were kissing, my husband walked up and asked me to leave with him. I left, but I did not talk to him all the way home. He has threatened to divorce me, and he said he will say I cheated on him in the paperwork. How can he do that when we've cheated on each other and with each other? All of a sudden, he is a model husband, and he's forgotten that he introduced me to this lifestyle. I need to stay married because we have too many assets together, but I need the D too. What should I do here? Why? What? Okay. See, this is what happens when swinging and threesomes and going outside of your marriage for sex and all that. This is what happens when it goes bad. One thing is true that your husband said, and that is that he's had enough wild sex to last him a lifetime. I believe that. I don't see how you guys made it for 20 years doing this, but why don't you believe him? Yes, he may have introduced you to this lifestyle, but he says he's done with it now. People grow, people change all the time. He's over it. The problem is there's two of you in this marriage. He introduced you to this lifestyle, and now he's made the decision without you to stop it. It's good that he doesn't want to swing anymore, because maybe your marriage has a chance to survive, although I really don't see it at this point, because you said you just want to stay together because you have too many assets together. But the fact is that he doesn't want to have sex with you anymore is definitely an issue if you guys are going to be together. I mean, what are you supposed to do with this new information? And what are you supposed to do in a marriage with no sex? So you continue to do what you've been doing, seeing other guys, seeing your side guy. And that's what he said is going to make him leave you. Now he's given you an ultimatum, which you said you don't like. So it sounds like your husband is serious about all of this. So if you don't stop having sex with others and he doesn't start having sex with you again, your marriage, and I use that term very loosely, your marriage or your version of marriage is over. So those are your options. It's not really much of a marriage anyway. Steve?
Well, let's comment on this raggedy letter. My marriage or my pleasure? Well, I don't know what to tell you, lady. I really don't. You've been married for almost 20 years, and now you're saying your husband has put you in a difficult situation. That's really odd to hear. And then you start telling us how when y'all was together, y'all was swingers for a few years. Really? We only did it when we were on vacation, and it was only with couples we travel with. Why these people be finding each other at? Is it a website?
Yes, all of that.
What is going on? Man, what's going on? Who introduces this to the other person? How do you take this in there to your wife and go, baby, I've been looking at this right here. You want to try this? Yeah. Who are these people? Crazy. Then she said, we used to have an occasional threesome, so my husband would be happy, and he would not let me bring another man into the threesome. Well, I mean, I understand that personally, but you said something here that's very telling. We used to have an occasional threesome, so my husband would be happy. Oh, okay. So now the swinging wasn't enough. Let's do a threesome so your husband could be happy. And he found you and you married into this. So, since he wouldn't let you bring another man, he would let you go have sex with an old friend of yours a few times over the years. But lately, my husband don't want to have sex at all. Let me just say this. He tired of you. He tired of you. And he don't love you. Anytime you send your wife off to the arms of another man, it's because you don't care nothing about her. You just don't care about her. And that's the reality of one of the aspects of this letter. Your husband don't give a damn about you. I'm going to send you off to another man. I'm going to bring another woman in here. We going to swing. I'm going to watch another man do you and you watch me do another woman. Man, get out of here.
Hang on, Steve. Hang on. We'll have part 2 of your response coming up at 23 minutes after the hour. Today's Strawberry Letter subject, my marriage or my pleasure. We'll get back into it right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, come on, Steve. Let's recap today's Strawberry Letter. The subject is my marriage or my pleasure.
A couple been married 20 years. They used to be swingers, but they only did it on vacation with couples that they went on vacation with. I don't know how they found each other. People do it all the time, though. Then she said, we used to have an occasional threesome, so my husband would be happy. So he need all this here. He done convinced you to give yourself to another man while y'all on vacation so he could be with another woman on vacation. And now he wanted some more women in here so he could be happy. But he wouldn't let you bring a man in the room because now it's 2 dudes in here. And he wouldn't let you do that, but he would let you go have sex with an old friend a few times over the years. But lately, my husband don't want to have sex at all because he don't give a damn about you. If you with a man that will let another man have you, it's because he don't value you. There's no value. I mean, I would want somebody to marry me because they love me and wanted to be with me and share life with me, not share me with other people. Life. Y'all ain't got nothing here. He said he had enough wild sex experiences to last a lifetime. It's not a medical thing because his stuff is still working properly. It's been 8 months since he touched me, and on top of that, he changed the rules of our marriage. Well, it's been 8 months since he tired of you. See, he done went along with this all these years. Now he tired of it, and he tired of you. He told me that if he suspects I'm hooking up with my guy on the side, he will leave me. I don't like ultimatums. So I told him I need to be pleasured. And since he's changed his outlook on intimacy, I have to handle my business elsewhere. Okay, well, why don't y'all just get divorced? Y'all ain't had no marriage in the beginning. I don't even know why you call it my marriage or my pleasure. It's just been a hookup for pleasure. Y'all just swingers, threesomes, date naps, wild parties, pass around. Y'all been passing each other around for 20 years. 2 days ago after work, I went to meet my side guy for drinks. We planned to have sex after drinks, so we started fooling around the bar. I couldn't wait to give him a nice long kiss. As we was kissing, my husband walked up and asked me to leave with him. Wait a minute, what? See, where's the police report at right here? I don't understand. I woke up, my wife kissing a man. He asked me to leave with him. Well, we're not finna leave here. We're not finna leave here. We can't go nowhere. I gotta pay for the damages. I got. You know, when they put that yellow tape up, it says you cannot cross it. We can't even get out of here.
You're stuck.
I got to fill out this police report. I'm in the back seat of the car talking.
Yeah, there's a police.
You know, I got to go down here to this little interview room so they can talk to me downtown. And he asked me to leave with him, but I left, but I did not talk to him all the way home. He has threatened to divorce me, and he said he will say that I cheated on him on the paperwork. How can he do that when we've cheated on each other and with each other? All of a sudden, he's a model husband, and he's forgot that he introduced me to this lifestyle. I need to stay married because we have too many assets together, but I need the D2. What should I do here? Well, this marriage is a wrap because it never was a marriage. And you're right, he introduced you to this lifestyle, now he want to change it. But now you living the life. This is your style. This is it. Do you know in this whole letter the word love was never mentioned, not one single time? Ain't nobody in love with nobody. You sitting at the bar, couldn't wait to kiss this man. Your husband come up, he ain't even upset. He tell you to leave with him. Ain't neither one of y'all in love. So what you fighting for this marriage for? Why don't you go be free so you can do whatever you want? Well, these assets is what you're talking about.
Right.
What didn't happen is, see, all this assets set all this in motion.
One more time. Come on, break it down one more time. I like it.
I said all this assets set all this into motion. That's what your asset done done.
Right. Good one.
Y'all's ass to set the relationship on fire. See, so now you're talking about this. Let's talk about assets for a minute. Like I said, all this ass has set all this in motion. And y'all been passing out ass in sets. This ain't even a good tennis match. Tennis was played in sets with 2 people. Ain't never been 3 people on tennis court. You got to play doubles. So this is a wrap. I don't really, lady, I can't help you. Stay in the marriage. He's not having sex with you, but I want you to understand something. He having sex somewhere. Ain't no man not having sex for 8 months. I'm going to tell you that right now.
All right, Steve, thank you. Hit us up on Instagram at Steve Harvey FM to comment on today's Strawberry Letter. You can also check out the Strawberry Letter podcast on the iHeart app, okay? Coming up next, it is Sports Talk with Junior right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
It is time now for Junior and Sports Talk. What you got, Junior?
I'll tell you what I got, Shirley. Oh my gosh, man, there's some serious things going on in these playoffs. Let's look at these Heat. Jimmy Butler did it again.
Yeah, he did.
128 to 102. It wasn't even close in Miami at their first home game.
What's his name?
Jimmy Butler getting buckets.
Yeah, I told you it was Jimmy Blankety Blank Butler.
Oh, that's what you would need to be. Jimmy Blankety Blank Butler. Because, man, I'm telling you, man, I did not see the 8th seed Heat in a position to go to the NBA Finals.
They look good, man.
And they not even at full strength. If Tyler Hero was there, dog, that's another scorer. That's another shooter they missing. Now, I don't know what the Celtics need to do, but first call I would make would be to Larry Bird and Robert Parrish, because y'all gonna need them. y'all gonna need Larry Bird. They gonna need the OGs, because they not playing. The Heat is not playing. And then we have to flip it over to tonight.
Another 3-0.
Another 3-0.
Lot of celebrities gonna be in the building to watch.
Yeah, it's gonna be star-studded, Carla.
They just coming to get a drink, Carla. That's all
it's
they
too much.
They just hanging
Jack
out.
Nicholson, everybody gonna be there. It's gonna be star-studded. Could be last game this season. You might well.
I mean, you know what I didn't know, man. I did not know that so many players from Miami were like undrafted. You know, I didn't know that.
Yeah, man. Duncan Robinson.
Showing y'all. They
have
can
prove. Kyle Lowry. Everybody that lead the Rockets go get a ring. I can't believe it. I'm too sick of this. Everybody leave us just do well.
Except for Harden.
Harden's still at the club. After they lost. It's 4 days now. He's still been there. I just want to see if the Lakers can get one game.
Get one.
Because, man,
they should have got game 1.
They should have got game 1.
That's the one they should have got. Yeah.
And they should have got the one Friday, man.
That's right.
I mean, they should Saturday. They should have got both of them. But all I can say is the Joker, man, I've just never seen a center play ball like that.
And hit threes like that.
Threes.
Excuse me.
Pass.
Excuse me. I have allowed you, Junior, to do this sports quietly because I thought you all were doing an excellent job. But you just said you've never seen nobody play center like Joker.
Hit threes.
That's what he said.
Yes.
That's what he said.
Boy. Shaquille O'Neal, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar,
we're not
Akeem
talking like that. They all playing the post.
Boy, you shut up. Don't you ever say that.
Why you have to be mad at me? Because we
upset with you. You don't ever make a blasphemous statement like that. And I'm saying it in the tone of Stephen A. Smith. That's blasphemous.
This fight will continue off the air. We'll be back with more. Thank you, Junior. We'll be back with more of the Steve Harvey Morning Show right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Hi, I'm David Eagleman. I have a new podcast called Inner Cosmos on iHeart. I'm a neuroscientist and an author at Stanford University, and I've spent my career exploring the 3-pound universe in our heads. On my new podcast, I'm going to explore the relationship between our brains and our experiences by tackling unusual questions so we can better understand our lives and our realities. Like, does time really run in slow motion when you're in a car accident? Or can we create new senses for humans? Or what does dreaming have to do with the rotation of the planet? So join me weekly to uncover how your brain steers your behavior, your perception, and your reality. Listen to Inner Cosmos with David Eagleman on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Last season, millions tuned into the Betrayal podcast to hear a shocking story of deception. I'm Andrea Gunning, and now we're sharing an all-new story of betrayal. Ashley Litton was helping her husband set up a business Venmo account when she discovered a terrible secret.
I scrolled down, and that's when I saw a hidden folder, and I opened it. What the hell did I just see? I was scared that he was coming home.
What Ashley discovered that day was a secret so dark, she feared for her life.
She was like, oh my God, I got to get out of the house. He's going to find out that I've seen this. He's going to come kill me.
Listen to Season 2 of Betrayal on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
All right, so Gabrielle Union Wade recently opened up about how she and her husband, Dwayne Wade, run their household. In an interview with Bloomberg, Gabrielle revealed that the couple splits everything 50-50, despite that Dwayne Wade reportedly is worth millions. Gabrielle said, it's weird to say I'm head of household because in this household, we split everything 50-50. The reveal led to heavy debate on social media because Dwayne Wade is reportedly worth over $160 million. So there were a lot of people saying no to splitting everything 50-50. What do you guys think? No. What do you guys think? 50-50?
I don't even like talking about this story.
I don't know, man.
We can't hear you.
What?
Junior.
No, come on, newlywed.
The only thing that's split in this house is bananas.
Banana splits.
We ain't split nothing 50. I've been here 14 days and it ain't half nothing.
I mean, whatever works for you, but yeah, with him worth so much money, you would think that he would be footing the bill.
Ain't no splitting that. My wife takes care of everything. I pay. So my wife don't work. My wife don't have to work. Mm-hmm. I'm glad my wife. I'm glad I'm able to provide. My wife don't have to work, so but she take care of them bills. She take care of everything. But I bring home the check.
Gabrielle does work. Yeah, but she
don't have to
work. Yeah.
I don't believe everything everybody say.
Oh, you don't believe
they lying about this here,
50-50? Oh,
dog. Come on.
What we look like splitting a light bill? What they look like?
Come on, man. What? Come on. What are we talking about here? How does that work? You mean tell me that these rich people are sitting down, putting stuff down, and then talking about let's go 50-50? You know the waste of time that is? It's like going out to dinner with a rich person. We're going to split the check. For what?
Just give
it don't make no sense. You don't even have time for that. Do you know we got to sit down and do this every month? It makes no damn sense, man.
But think of it from an independent woman's point of view. Maybe she wants to do that. Maybe she wants to contribute.
What?
Y'all,
50-50.
stop all this.
I'm just saying there are a lot of women who like to make their own money and pay their own bills.
You can make your own money. You can pay your own bills. But damn it, do you want to? Y'all need to stop playing this game right here. You don't want nobody you can depend on? Now, I got out of necessity you've had to do that. But wouldn't it be nice if you could just chill?
Yeah.
Man,
yes. I think with Gabrielle, I think she's trying to say the independent part of it, like you say, depending on the man. But at the same time, a lot of women are taught, you don't have to depend on a man, have your own, be able to provide for yourself if need be. Now, if I marry a professional basketball player who's retired, who's worth that, I'm not paying nothing. I'm just saying, me.
Yeah, raised me like that. Have your own. She always said that. Always have your own. Always. And that's a lot of women feel that way and think that way, Steve. Well, sure. They really do.
50-50.
I'm just saying.
Like that. I wasn't raised. My mama, my daddy came home and gave my mama his check, and my mama took care of the bills, and all the money went into a one account. It wasn't your money, it wasn't like that. I don't know them.
Right,
I don't know how.
But in some she contributes to the household. She contributes to the finance. That's what Gabrielle is saying. It's not that she's a stay-at-home wife or a stay-at-home mother.
All couples do that.
And she
But my mama made money
Carla,
too. My mama made money.
Yeah.
Carla, you work
and mom
every day.
And your husband work.
Every day, yeah.
And
Is 50-50 at your house?
Nuh-uh.
Or do y'all put all y'all money together and start going to work from there?
Yeah,
I just don't believe everything everybody say. Some people say stuff for headlines. I've heard too much headline stuff come from that camp, so I don't even worry about that. You can't.
Yeah.
It's the weights again.
I see what you're saying. Coming up in 20 minutes after the hour, we'll have more of the Steve Harvey Morning Show right after this.
Let me put that out there, Tosh. I don't want to work no more.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
It is Monday, and Steve, let's talk about starting the week off right with Elevate You, your healthy green powders. So what sets Elevate You apart from other green drinks? Talk about starting the week off right with Elevate You, your healthy green powders. So what sets Elevate You apart from other green drinks? Let's talk about it.
The flavor.
Delicious.
Because green drinks are really, really good for you, but I just couldn't gag it down every morning. Mm-hmm. They tasted green.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Raw spinach.
I mean, it's cool. It's good for you, but my God. And so I had to do something about it. So you get all the benefits of a green drink, plus you get the flavor. And this green drink boosts your metabolism. You'll get more energy. This green drink helps you so much with your digestion. It'll keep your digestive tract moving. And on top of all of that, it's going to give you some brain clarity. Those are the three things that are factual and proven about this green drink, period. If you go to elevateyou.com, now give it time. Don't drink one glass and go sit down and go, I'm waiting on something. It don't work with one glass. You got to let it get in there and feed your cells over a period of time, and you will feel different. All I'm going to say is this. Since I started taking my own product, it's given me more energy to get in shape and to do the other things to add with it. And soon and very soon, people will start to see the difference in me. And all I'm going to tell you is everything I did to do it, and I'll invite everybody to join in. Read about it first and see what everybody's saying. Go to EVATEU.com and check it out.
Looking good, Steve. Coming up at 33 minutes after a round of Would You Rather right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
It is time now for a round of Would You Rather. Would you rather share your dinner? Just share your dinner with your wife. Let her pick up your plate. Or would you rather just demand that she eat her own food? Which one? Share your dinner?
Own damn food. We got enough money. You can buy 2-3 entrees, but get your own. I get so sick of that. You got let me taste yours. I didn't get that. Well, get that then. Order you one.
What is the attitude about?
Because it's every time we go to dinner, you got to put your fork over here. Well,
that's love.
I ordered what I wanted.
That's
no,
love,
that's not
Tommy.
love. That's not love.
That's greed is what that is.
I do it all the time.
Yeah. I love love. You didn't like it. No, you didn't like it until I ordered it. It's on the same menu. We both looked at it.
I didn't know it was gonna look like that though. It looked good.
Won't you get the steak and I get the lobster and then we'll split. No, why don't you order a steak and a lobster? How about that? Get your own.
Cause I don't want to eat all that. I want to taste.
We got steak money though.
Yeah.
We got steak money.
Here's the part you all are not listening to.
Come on.
What?
Would you rather A, let her pick off your plate or demand that she get her own? That damn demand is going to cost you.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You better share. Tell them, Steve. Tell them.
It's going to cost.
And A going to cost me as well because I'm going to lose weight.
All right. Would you rather sex only on Saturdays? Would you rather sex only on Saturdays in a bed, or would you rather sex any day of the week in the front yard?
I'd be right there in the yard. What? Everybody passing by, taking their garbage out, walking their dog. I don't care.
Yeah, I'm going to take that sex in the front yard because you can't see me in my yard no damn way. So.
You got that fortress. Junior, you just bought a new house.
I'm just going to have to go with on Saturdays because I ain't got no fence.
You going to jail.
You gonna get put out your neighborhood before you get the whole house burning.
before you make your first mortgage payment.
Would you rather tell your wife how you feel about her family, or would you rather lose 2 fingers?
You cut these off now.
What? Oh, no. I'm finna tell you about your whole damn family. I'm not losing no limbs because of... I'm finna tell you about your family.
Yeah, I'm going to go and hurt your feelings, yeah. I'm not finna lose these fingers.
But don't you love her family? I mean, are you...
There's a couple people ain't got to come over no more.
Ooh, your cousin ugly as hell. God.
You got ugly cousins too. What does that mean?
I'm just talking about your cousin, though. The one with them 2 both side teeth missing. Good God.
Oh, that's way, way too much. All right, that is today's roundup. Would you rather? It's crazy today. Coming up, it is our last break of the day. And of course, we'll get some closing remarks from the one and only Steve Harvey that you don't want to miss right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Hi, I'm David Eagleman. I have a new podcast called Inner Cosmos on iHeart. I'm a neuroscientist and an author at Stanford University, and I've spent my career exploring the 3-pound universe in our heads. On my new podcast, I'm going to explore the relationship between our brains and our experiences by tackling unusual questions so we can better understand our lives and our realities. Like, does time really run in slow motion when you're in a car accident? Or can we create new senses for humans? Or what does dreaming have to do with the rotation of the planet? So join me weekly to uncover how your brain steers your behavior, your perception, and your reality. Listen to Inner Cosmos with David Eagleman on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
All right, before we get to your closing remarks, Steve, I just want to let everybody know that they can join Carla, they can join me this Wednesday at 4 p.m. Eastern for our Seagram's Escapes Happy Hour. That's right. The girls are back. We're back.
We're back.
Yes.
We're back. I'm excited.
Yeah, I am too. We haven't done it in a while, right? We're inviting you to join us as well on Facebook Live this Wednesday at 4 p.m. Eastern, okay?
Right.
Yeah. It's
Steve
gonna be
Harvey
fun.
FM Facebook Live, 4 p.m. Eastern. We're going to kick this summer thing off. I heard you, Steve. Get involved. Get involved.
Get into it.
Tommy Jr.
Oh, I
am.
Junior's always with us. He's always with us.
I'm coming in there. I'm going to be there. Get your cocktails.
Hey,
We're going to have a good time.
Hey, you married now, Junior. You might be there.
Ain't no more definite nowhere.
Oh, this is what you gonna do.
Oh, yeah, that's right, Junior. You were single before.
I'll be down there Friday. Where you going Friday?
All right.
Well, tell Kwee to come. Okay, your beautiful wife. Tell her to come.
Wednesday, 4 p.m. Eastern.
That's
Facebook Live, Steve Harvey FM, Seagram's Escapes with your girl, Shirley Strawberry, yours truly. We're going to have a ball.
We're going to have fun. Yeah, it's going to be fun. Our first one of the year. All right, Steve.
Hey, my closing remarks today, I want to talk to young people. Now, Ja Morant is in the news because now Nike has pulled his shoes and his contract. We are talking over $100 million, folks. My father often said, ain't no lesson like a bought lesson. I think those of us that are old enough, we know that those lessons that you pay for, oh my God, they stick with you long and hard. Now, you would have thought that he would have learned the first time, but he didn't. But I've been hearing a lot of alarming things about this because social media, they allow everybody to have an opinion. But it's what makes the world go round, is those differences. But it's people with just some idiotic stuff. What about his Second Amendment rights? Okay, what about him? Who are we talking to? Do you realize that Second Amendment rights only apply to white Republican men? That ain't got nothing to do with you. The NRA's policies and the Second Amendment is not for you. That young brother up in Minnesota, Minneapolis, or what it was, who had a license to carry, and the police officer shot him anyway. And when asked why did he do it, the police officer said, I don't know. I know exactly why you shot him, because he was black. That's exactly why you shot him. He said he didn't know. Yes, he did. He shot him because he was black. That police officer has never shot a white person in his years as a police officer. Of all the whites he's pulled over, he has never shot a white person. This young man had a license to carry, told him he had a handgun, and told him he had a license, and he shot him anyway. So y'all stop talking to me about Ja's Second Amendment rights. We are not in that Constitution. You can quit reading it. If you really go by that Constitution, their forefathers had us down as 3/5 of a human being. That's what the forefathers of this country put on the original document. So stop bringing that document up to me. The other alarming thing that I'm hearing about this Ja situation is give him a break, he young. I know a lot of 23-year-olds that got enough sense that ain't making millions of dollars to not brandish a gun live on a live feed. So that mistake goes out the window. But here is the one that I came to talk to y'all about. The conversation is being had too often that this young man is surrounded by the wrong people, and why don't the people around him protect him? You want me to give you the answer to that too? Because the people that's around him are not equipped or prepared to be at the level that God had prepared and placed Ja Morant in. So now he has people around him who is not ready for the heights. See, my father told me a very, very valuable lesson a long time ago. Everybody come with you, can't go with you. See, Ja's problem is he keep taking people with him that ain't supposed to go. They are unfit to be at the heights Ja Morant is, so they are still acting at the low level that they are at, but they are in the realm, the air, and the orbit of Ja Morant, and they ain't prepared or equipped to be there. So now they steady doing stuff around this young man. They don't know how to make him act better because they ain't never been required to act better. The responsibility is not on your friends that's around you, because let me tell you something, Ja is the smartest person in his group. And now that goes to the other old saying, if you're the smartest, because listen to me, young people, knowing what not to do is just as important as knowing what to do. Take a page from this so you don't mess your life up at the level you're functioning at. Because if you don't surround yourself with better people and you don't pull away from those, and try to remember, everybody come with you, can't go with you. Stop trying to take them. That's the problem with being on top. You can't take nobody with you. Those are my closing remarks. Have a great day today, y'all. Talk to God. He'd love to hear from you.
For all Steve Harvey contests, no purchase necessary, void where prohibited. Participants must be legal U.S. residents at least 18 years old unless otherwise stated. For complete contest rules, visit SteveHarveyFM.com.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Hi, I'm David Eagleman. I have a new podcast called Inner Cosmos on iHeart. I'm going to explore the relationship between our brains and our experiences by tackling unusual questions like, can we create new senses for humans? So join me weekly to uncover how your brain steers your behavior, your perception, and your reality. Listen to Inner Cosmos with David Eagleman on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Last season, millions tuned into the Betrayal podcast to hear a shocking story of deception. I'm Andrea Gunning, and now we're sharing an all-new story of betrayal. Ashley Litton was helping her husband set up a business Venmo account when she discovered a terrible secret.
I saw a hidden folder, and I opened it. What the hell did I just see?
Listen to Season 2 of Betrayal on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Between April 1971 and September 1972, 6 young black girls were snatched off the streets in Washington, D.C.
This child was laying on the side of the road.
The person said, I murdered your daughter.
the killer believed that he may have been seen.
I will admit the others when you catch me if you can. Signed, Freeway Phantom.
Listen to Freeway Phantom on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
On Queen Charlotte, the official podcast, we're stepping behind the scenes and the drawing boards of this team to experience the life breathed into the Bridgerton prequel. Listen to the leaps executive producer and series director Tom Verica took to capture the feeling that puts that lump in your throat. And you've got to catch creator Shonda Rhimes. She's dropping gems, diamonds, and mics. You can listen to Queen Charlotte, the official podcast, every Thursday on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or anywhere you listen to your favorite shows.